Hey guys, good morning. It is Kyle, aka Vulcan Wolverine. It's Sunday morning, September 25th. I didn't really know what to do this morning. I'm super tired. Like, I slept all yesterday with them giving me directed dreaming and, you know, the high-pitched sound when I laid down. So I stayed up all night kind of playing video games with them, you know, targeting me. And the guy upstairs, you know, I drove out to get a drink, and that's the second floor right there. The second floor is the guy right above me. His TV was on at like 4:30 when I went to go out and get a drink. I'm pretty sure he's kind of helping them with EHF emitters, the high-pitched sound emitters. So didn't really know what to do. I can't really go to sleep. And the V2K is just rared up. It doesn't sound like it's on a loop. You know, it's this guy arguing with his wife, and he's just insane. He's like this insane, just maniac, just megalomaniac, and he keeps saying he has to do it. And like, you know, I really start to understand. I start to understand the people who, you know, can't see this happening. Like, who's gonna spend that much time on you? Who's gonna do this? Like, who's gonna waste so much of their life on this? And I really feel that, because I don't understand why this guy is such a crazy fuck. Excuse my French, but he's just a crazy militant, insane asshole. But I mean, I guess he's making money from it. And I kind of heard a theory the other day. There's a one-light van coming right when I come out. There's a one-light SUV right when I come out. So I want to kind of get some vehicular stalking while I'm talking this morning, guys. Because I really don't want to put my face up to the camera. My hands are shaking. My body just can't take the torture. It's like I'm defending most of it, but it's just so much time with this. My body's just kind of can't do it. You know, it's so crazy in the V2K all the time. You know, I'm really gonna have to pray and get some strength today, but you'll see the camera is kind of shaking a little bit because my hands are shaking. And they're gonna hit me with a lot of vehicular stalking because he's getting tired, and this community is gonna back him up. They're not backing us up. You know, I saw a city police giving a gang stalking signal to me while patrolling me the other day. Rubbing his nose like very flagrantly while he drove past me. And you know, I see all these stupid things getting passed, like kratom being pulled off the market, and just a lot of things. If the government wants to do something, you know, like this guy gets so much money for doing this, and it's right away. And you know, I'm supposed to get a settlement for Social Security, and it's just taken forever, and they still haven't you know, giving me that money. And it's like, if I wait too long, I probably won't even get that money. You know, but this guy, it's like immediately when he needs a light to be like tricked out, you know, by my condo, so it goes out when I drive by it, you know, they're immediately on that. And you know, I can't really drive around for long, so this may be a 30-minute video. I just want to kind of get my frustrations out and document what's going on, because it's terrifying. It's terrifying. You know, I'm not trying to panic anyone, nor am I panicked, but the type of torture that they're doing, you know, it's while I'm asleep, you know, it's while I'm playing video games, just sitting there. Right now, the V2K is like, he's losing it, pump it up. You know, a lot of military terms, also with like, fuck this guy, and torch him. But, you know, I heard a theory of why, and my hand's really shaking. I think they're actually hitting my hand, so I'm going to have to hold it with the other hand. Still kind of shaking. Y'all see it shaking. I don't know how I don't know if I'm going to put this video out because it's shaking so much. I guess I will. I guess it'll be shaky, guys. But I think what the thing is, and he says on the V2K, he's like, you know, I gotta do this. And it would seem like, you know, they've kind of gone through everything with the remote neural monitoring and the torture and the, you know, microwave hearing. They've tested all those things on me. But a theory that I heard is like, it's even worse than just experimenting and torturing these American citizens and citizens around the world. Once they start messing with this remote neural monitoring and all these microwaves and stuff, they can't let us go. They've hurt us so bad and tortured us that they're not quite sure. They're not quite sure what's going to happen in the future. Like, they're hitting us with all these microwaves and remote neural monitoring triggers and visuals and stuff into our brains with this remote neural monitoring. And myself, I know that, like, if they let me go, if they just stop torturing me, I could heal up, in a week. I'd be healed up in a week. I'd be so peaceful, just go about my business. But these people are playing with something. They have no idea what's going to happen. So if they mess with you and they torture you so bad and they torture your mind so bad, they can't let you go because they're not sure what kind of effects this is going to have on somebody's mind. Like, playing around with somebody's mind like this, they don't know if you're going to go off like a trigger or something like that if they did let you go. So they have to, like, either get you in a mental institution or get you incapacitated or kill you. It's insane because it's like after the fact that they're doing something so horrendous, they're going to go ahead and they have to finish people off because they're not sure what these microwaves are going to do to people. I heard that theory. It's just a theory that I heard, but it kind of makes sense because they've kind of gone through all the stuff that they can do with me. I don't know. That's just one theory that I heard, but the insanity continues. And that was a one-light SUV. I think I got it on tape. The insanity really continues. On the V2K, this guy is insane. I mean, he's like a Satanist, and he's like, on the V2K, he's like, he thinks we're Satan worshipers. We have to do this, and then he's like torturing me in my sleep and like hitting my genitals and microwaving my backside and stuff like that. I mean, you guys have heard me talk about it a lot, and it's really like my defenses are working. The attacks aren't coming through too bad. Last night I had to charge one of my Q-Wave personal defenders, so the high-pitched sound was a little bit worse when I was walking around. But it's more like my body and my mind are so tired from the insanity. From the insanity of this like loop V2K and just the constant aggravation of the high-pitched noise. After, it's been about 7 years of hardcore torture that I know of, and, my body's just starting to be like, it's hard to just go through it, even though it's not too bad. It's just constant agitation, constant murder, even when you're just sitting there playing a video game. And I'm finishing out my work at the charity. I'll probably be leaving there in about 3 weeks. So, I guess I'm just going to be planning on, protesting a lot, handing out a lot of flyers. I don't know. I don't know what my plans are going to be. It doesn't help me out. Like, it went from, working at that charity being like, oh, well, I got to tough it out, to like, now I got to scratch out whatever kind of work I can get to actually go into, like, I'm kind of glad I'm leaving because it's hurting me so bad that I can't do good work. And I went to do some work, for my charity the other day. I had to go in between two computers because they're hacked into our computers, where I work. And so I had to go in between two computers so I could scan things out and print things and send emails. Like, I had to switch between two computers and keep going in between them because they were trying to stop me from charity work and, like, hitting me in the head with ELFs, while I was working on stuff for a charity. And this guy just maintains this V2K of like, I've got it. Yeah, he's not a good person. Like, he's telling his wife, who is just like in distress. I think she said it last night. She was like, I'm losing it. And he just doesn't care. He's like, I don't care. Like, he just doesn't care about anything. He's insane. So if there are any like cops or people who know about this, like these people are insane. Like, with this weaponry, they go insane and they don't stop, and they're just completely insane, cooking families. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to be, I guess, anxious this morning, but I am pretty anxious. It's kind of wearing on my nerves. I mean, I'm okay. I'll get through it, and it's not the worst torture. Y'all can kind of see it. My hands are shaking. I can't really get them to stop shaking. Yeah, I mean, like, I went to my psychiatrist. I think it's pretty level now. I went to my psychiatrist, I think, Friday, and, you know, I just closed up. I couldn't tell her about any of this stuff, and she was kind of, like, she asked me about, like, what's that on your chest? Is that a heart monitor? And I was like, no, it's not that. And I didn't even tell her what it was, and she was like, is it something for the electromagnetic frequencies? And I was like, yeah, it is, and it really helps more than any kind of medication. Because I just take Ativan occasionally. I don't take any other medication. But it sucks because she's a professional. I really do. You know, it's funny because people say, you know, you need to take your meds and go get psychological help. You know, I do need help from psychiatrists, from doctors, but because it's happening. Because this is actually happening. Because there is a guy who they take shifts, and it's a bunch of, you know, ex-military guys, you know, testing out this directed energy, just on me all the time. They consider it a job, you know, raping me and cooking me. And there's a change light. I'm just going to go through it. Sorry about the bad film quality this morning, guys. I'm just, you know, my nerves are frayed, and I started responding to the V2K this morning, and it's Sunday morning. And there's stalkers about, you know, there's stalkers stalking for this program on Sunday morning at, you know, 10:30. But I was just agitated, and I started responding to the V2K, so I was like, well, you know, I'll just go make a video. I'll go make a video and just tell how I'm saying and just get it out that way. But it's like, I really, you know, I am going to start opening up to my psychiatrist, you know, about some of this stuff and about my videos, and maybe she can, you know, help me out a little bit if I speak in general about it, you know, because she's a good person. I trust her. I just don't trust the system. You know, these psychiatrists follow a rule book, as well as a lot of conditioned individuals in society, where it's like, if you hear a voice, which, you know, my V2K is external and directional. Like, I'll hear it in one room coming from the left top, and then I go into another room and it's coming from the front. There's a one light red Mercedes right there. I hope my fingers aren't over the sound on this. Yeah, making a video is already helping me. It's helping me to calm down, because it's just doing something about it. I feel like I just sit there, I'm playing video games and waiting on something, and something's not coming. It's like, we can't just sit here and wait, and it's like these people are murdering us and cooking us. And they're playing around with my mind so bad. Like, I mean, dude, the other morning, it was almost like, you know, they can microwave a phrase in, and I got that, and they can put a feeling with it or whatever. But it was like I woke up, and they, you know, when I was going to sleep, because I was putting on the brown noise. Brown noise really helps with some of the entrainment. And when I do that, when I'm going to sleep, it must screw them up. Because they start another tactic. They start doing a vibration, and it's this full body vibration where it kind of feels like somebody's walking in the room, mixed with a kind of feeling, I guess they're hitting a certain part of the brain, where I feel like somebody's in the room. And then so as I dozed off, they were doing that with remote neural monitoring and V2K, or it was like vibrations on my body. And so I woke up, and, you know, I knew it was them. Like, I didn't have any other thoughts, and a thought popped into my head with the feeling saying, maybe that's just me, because, you know, I've been blocking this stuff pretty good, actually. It's just that it goes on and on and on at some level. You know, even at a low level, it's just a constant thorn in your side, you know. But, like, I woke up and I was like, well, maybe all that stuff is because my brain's healing, and when your brain heals, you hallucinate. And I would never think that. It was something that, it was just like, I'd never, ever think that. I knew it was them doing something with